And here we are back with some more Generation Wrestling here. So Generation Wrestling 6, this show is in March. Now there's not going to be any Brian Cage show, any Brian Cage match in this one, and I know that's kind of contradictory to the storyline, but he will be back in the next show. We've got 3.3 thousand to play about with here, although the show's going to cost more than that, and I know it is. It's turned out to be quite an expensive show, despite thinking it would be a lot cheaper than what I initially planned. But that's fine. I'm okay with that, since we'll probably not have a show until at least next month. I'm not sure about that though. We might have to take another month off, but I'm hoping that we don't. Although we are doing the show for YouTube this time, and I just decided to put that on there because just really to try and reach a wider audience. I know that more eyes will be on the product with the local British Columbia broadcaster in British Columbia, and that's the more important place. But to target, I don't know, I just thought we're able to target everywhere with this here one, and I just kind of thought that'd be a good idea to go with. But of course, in the last video we had Kyle O'Reilly become the champ finally, and we created his own storyline here, the local champ, and I decided to go with that name because he is from British Columbia, so it kind of made sense. And Red Titus is going to be his first opponent in that storyline. So let's go ahead and we will use the generic venue in British Columbia. Popularity is 12, still 10 importance though. We're trying to get that up as quick as possible. So let's go ahead and run this show. So speaking of the local champion himself, Kyle O'Reilly opens up the show whenever he comes out, pretty much with the title, and he's celebrating with his no, that's wrong. He's not celebrating. He comes out with the title and talks about how proud he is to be the champion of a local British Columbian company, and in front of 93 people. That's pretty good. And says that the next match, the triple threat match that's coming up next between Red Titus, Jonathan Gresham, and someone else whose name is just eluding me right now, is gonna be a qualification match, and the winner of that match tonight will go on to face Kyle O'Reilly, the local champion, the fighting champion, in the main event of tonight's show. So yeah, that's pretty much that, and let's go on to the next match here. 65 minutes, not a bad way to start the show. I'm very happy with that. Nelson Creed, that's it, Nelson Creed. So Red Titus goes up against Nelson Creed and Jonathan Gresham here in a decent match. Red Titus wins this one as he defeats Nelson Creed by pinfall with a retribution. So he hits a retribution and he gets a pinfall. In terms of in-ring work, Red Titus was head and shoulders above everyone else. Nelson Creed was a weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's in-ring performance. So Nelson Creed was pretty much here to take the pinfall. Jonathan Gresham was in it because he just won his big blow off match there with Sean Defy in the emergent show. So kind of thought, why not put him in there? He deserves to be pushed a bit more. But ultimately, Red Titus, the more heelish character, goes over here, and the match got the crowd hot, which is always good to see. 39 in-ring performance there by Red Titus, very good performance indeed. A 19 by Nelson Creed and a 30 by Jonathan Gresham. But yeah, so Nelson Creed is improving in his performance skills, which is very good to see indeed. Let's go ahead now to the next segment though, when we see, by the way, the next match is a tag team match, and it will determine the number one contenders for the Bollywood Boys' tag team titles. So Optimus Spencer and Tony Baroni pretty much come out and profess that they will become the number one contenders in today's match. So yeah, nothing really to explain there. That's just they come out, we're gonna win type of deal. 7 overall rating there, which isn't particularly great. It was with it microphone skills though, so yeah. In a 13-minute match, not particularly a great match, but the Stallions come up against TNT, and about had a decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling. The Stallions actually go ahead and win this one against TNT when Baroni defeats Dan Myers by pinfall. So as they said they would, they go on to face Bollywood Boys on our next show, which will be Generation Wrestling 7 for the tag team titles. Pete Powers was really off his game. That's a shame. The bout dragged in the middle. Probably should have been a shorter match in fairness. The announcing quality lifted the match. The match got the crowd hot at 12 in performance by Tony Baroni, 13 by Artemis Spencer, 14 for Pete Powers, and a 16 for Dan Myers. Not particularly a great match, but anyway. Artemis Spencer is improving in his performance skills, and Tony Baroni in his rumble skills. 13 overall rating there for that segment, not particularly great. But then we see a video that hypes the match coming up here between Sean Defy and Joe Hendry, pretty much showing Sean Defy attack Joe Hendry in the post show. And in the match itself, the match goes for about 6 minutes or so, 5 minutes and 38 seconds to be exact, and Joe Hendry is able to get a quick roll up pinfall against Sean Defy. Once again, Sean Defy has taken another big loss here in his career and still searching for that first one. And a 30mm performance there by Joe Hendry and a 28mm performance for Sean Defy, still looking for that first win. And then we see the main event here as Kyle O'Reilly goes up against Rhett Titus in a bout that had fantastic heat and good wrestling. Kyle O'Reilly makes defense number 1 of his championship title as he makes Rhett Titus submit to an ankle lock. Rhett Titus has a gimmick that is getting stale. We'll need to sort that out then. The match deserved better announcing and better colour commentary. 68mm performance by Kyle O'Reilly and a 38 for Rhett Titus. So that's very, very good indeed. Nobody improved, but that's okay, because they are both two of the best performances we have in the company right now. Let's go ahead to the next segment though. Fuck. And 78 segment there as Kyle O'Reilly celebrates his first title defense. We'll end the show there with a 48, and that increases our popularity in 45 regions. That's not bad there. I'm very, very happy with that. Let's go ahead and make a speech here though. So Kyle O'Reilly, you are awesome. Rhett Titus, we will praise for a great performance. And Jonathan Gresham had a pretty decent performance himself, so he can be complimented on a good performance. Kyle O'Reilly was very happy, Rhett Titus seemed pleased, and Jonathan Gresham seemed pleased. So once we sim to the next side of this loading screen, we will have a look at the roster. We'll also look at our size and our popularity. Hopefully we have improved in different regions and have increased our popularity in different regions. That would be very good. And then we will also look at what our rating was and how many people watched on YouTube. So yeah, that's the plan. And we'll also cry at our bank account balance as well. It's quite a few parallels to real life as well, crying at the bank account balance. Yeah, so it won't take too long for this to load up here. Warning, you have unread emails. Okay, minus $3,000, that's fine, I can live with that. Generation Wrestling 6 got less than a 0.01 TV rating. That's kind of you know, expect it. That's not a bad amount of views there. 1.3 thousand people, 1.4, let's say. You know, what, 10 views away from 1400 views. So that's good. That's good. I'm happy with that. That is an increase of almost 400 views there. So our importance has went up in a lot of different regions there. Our popularity has went up as well. So I think this is going to be the way to go. I think YouTube is the way to go here. It may not improve particularly quickly in all regions, but sorry, in British Columbia, but I think that I think that YouTube is the way to go here. I think that yeah, just obviously if we can build a brand in a lot of different regions, that will be ideal. That would be very ideal. So I'm okay with this here. I know it's not the best bank account balance that we could have, but we've still got 2 weeks of this month left, which will get the majority of that back. You know, 3.8 thousand coming in from sponsorships, you know, so that I'm confident that we will get most of that money back by the end of the month, and then we can put on what I'm gonna say will be a cheap show next month, but you know what I mean by a cheap show next month. I said that about this one. So I'm going now. We may change it though. We may not do a show next month. Let's get an idea of when we can go for a show. So let's say week 2. That gives us 4 weeks to get a bit of money in. Week 2 is Sunday. That would have to be. Now if not, then we can put it off for another month. That's fine. Next month will be April. So it'll be one hour long show. The main event will, if we run the show next month, the main event will most likely be the Bollywood Boys' title defense. So Generation Wrestling 7. It would be a special, of course. Save and exit. Special dominant. What to select that as a special. So yeah, that's really it for that part anyway. 27 days to get a bit of money together. I think that we will. Aaron Stevens will be leaving tomorrow, of course. Why have you got morale issues? Per gimmick, it's kind of your own gimmick, but anyway, let's go ahead and see if we can get Christina von Eerie a new gimmick. See. We want a heel gimmick, and just go for that. So manager, maybe. There's nothing to say manager there. Troublemaker kind of makes sense, since she's gonna be helping out thingy. Sports agent. Well, she is a manager, so it kind of makes sense. Staff member. Let's go with that, staff member. So yeah, Brett Titus now. We need to get you a new gimmick. Okay, so apparently copy just doesn't do it for you. Yeah, let's see what your skills are. Skills. heel, cocky or cool, a weasel. Nah, cocky or cool, won't need to be. And that will be a heel disposition character. So let's go into the filter here. Exclude gimmicks that don't suit this worker. Heel, and we will go for cocky. All American, no thanks. Band member, nope. Against the world, nope. Coach, City Slicker, what the fuck? No. Cowboy. Degenerate, no. Extremist, definitely not. Foreigner, no. Gangster, no. High society, no. No. High society. Hustler, no way. Get some John Cena action over here. Movie star. Obnoxious. Old school heel. Yeah, let's go to old school heel. I like old school heel gimmicks. And I think that Red Titus could pull that off pretty well. So yeah, we'll go with that one. So now we're going to the roster. We'll push all that, and we can go ahead and look. Oh no, didn't want to select that. Let's go and look at a roster overview. Give out Arn Stevens, Red Titus. This is the main offenders. Red Titus, Kyle O'Reilly, Girl Shearer, Half Shearer, Brian Cage, and Adam Cole. Fucking hell. And Adam Cole, and then our upper mid card consists of Jonathan Gresham, Nelson Creed, who has really just climbed up the ladders here, hasn't he? Sean Defy still up there. Joe Hendry, Billy Swede, Tony Baroni, and Colin Delaney. The mid card is Steve Blackwell, Scotty Mack, the King of Yukon, Pete Powers, Artemis Spencer, Dan Myers, and Clemita von Slasher. And our lower mid card is Cole Bishop. Yeah, so nothing really there to look at then. Really. I do want to just go in here and see what. I think all of these were sale, weren't they? Let's go into track progress. USA. No, some of them were sale. Okay. Pop. I'm very happy to see that actually. I'm very happy to see that we've got one in all these regions now, and down in Japan as well. I was going to say Mexico there. It's like, what the fuck? Like, that's Mexico. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I still haven't decided whether or not I want to do a show next month or not. I do want to do it next month, but whether or not we can is a completely different question, really. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and actually, we need to schedule in matches for next show. Sorry, pre-booking we need to go into. Book. Let's see. Let's book Brian Cage's match. It will be between Brian Cage and, you know what, we'll go with Joe Hendry. I've got a story that we can build with that. So we'll go ahead and put Joe Hendry in there. We need a title match then between the Bollywood Boys and the Stallions, right? Yep, the Stallions. The Bollywood Boys. Save that. Title match. I would like to bring in a mid-card title sometime this year. Might do it next Emergent show though. We'll also do another one last match. So I'm trying to think of the freestyle. We'll do a match between. We haven't used Colin Delaney in a while, so we'll stick Colin Delaney in here. will put you up against the King of Yukon. Now we'll go with Scotty Mac and the King of Yukon, just because I have more plans to get behind Scotty Mac more than Colin Delaney at the minute, to be honest. So yeah, save that, and nothing else to say, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.